Well, hi, one more fun project. Since it was dark outside, I figured I'd find something nearby to work on. Really thinking of turning this room into a kind of a livestock yard, put all my animals in here. This was originally the biggest arrow trap I have ever seen. This whole thing was totally full of pressure plates, and I ended up getting 24 dispensers and well, many stacks of arrows out of this. I'm really tempted just to turn this into like I say, make this dirt, fence all around, put all my livestock in there. So, one thing about it is I feel kind of bad because this designer put so much work into this crazy thing. I mean, this is just nuts. All this work that went in here. But I don't really have a practical use for the world's biggest arrow trap. I just don't. So it's actually pretty good harvesting for resources. So yeah, look at that. I think I'll just, these projects sometimes. I'll just take out this whole floor, strip all the redstone stuff, strip all the torches, and then put dirt at this level and start moving in some animals. Because like I say, I don't have a practical use for this crazy death machine. Which did not get me because I came in through the wall over there. Ha ha ha. Crazy project number zillion here. Okay, maybe it is not I who am the crazy one here. Can you believe this? Some guy had to design this. That is nuts. Wow. Luckily I just made an efficiency 4 pickaxe for my last experiment. But, wow, that's quite the trip right here. Alright, well, like I say, I can make quick work of demolitions, but man, some of the designs of these things are just astonishing. Alright, 2 more quick runs down the end and back, and then I'm ready to convert this into a regular animal pen. Although, it has a certain elegance, just as a room full of wacky, cracky redstone patterns. I could keep it purely for decorative purposes, after exposing the vile trap for what it is. Alright, I'll get this out of the way and then we can admire this properly. Okay, well, I am going to take one of these guys off, just so I can come up here and say, well, gee, these bookshelves looked awfully suspicious. Guess I was expected to just go on in there, but that is a cool floor. I'd almost hate to damage that. It's way cooler now that you can see all the contraptions. I don't know, maybe I'll put my animals somewhere else. But no, it's documented, I've seen it. It's time to move on to the next phase of the operation. Operation Redstone Smash. I guess I can understand why the guy made this gigantic trap. Now I know why. Because there's really virtually no use for redstone in a non-technological world. I mean, aside from making traps and lines of redstone on the ground, I can't really think of anything to do with it. I have like a whole chest full of this stuff. But anyway, I will now have a very nice supply of the redstone and the little whatever doodads those things are, thanks to this generous modder and ingenious modder. But I want sheep and cows and stuff, and I don't want them out, because I'm in an Arctic area. I can't really have them outside where anything I try to plant is going to freeze, and I just want, it's my house now. I want it the way I want it. Really didn't take too long to destroy things. It takes a long time to build things. Yeah, there's some lead wire going back up in there to all of the redstone torches that we're activating all of the dispensers, so I'm going to have to crack into that a little, but nice blank slate, nice blank slate. And I do think the floor ought to be recessed a little like that, so you can come in here, and one side of the castle will just be livestock. So, alright, I'll get to it. Okay, the rest of this trap was also pretty cool, pretty picturesque. It's just a nutty bunch of one strand of wire. I'm pretty sure there's going to be another strand of redstone wire over here. Yep, going up into another of these alcoves full of, right at the back end, all the torches. Wow, that is cool. Alright. Time for phase 3 of Demolish Giant Trap. Okay, well, I admit it was more colorful when it was a big crazy trap. But on the fun side, I kept these old channels open back here, where all the redstone switches and stuff used to be, and I even put a new exit here out to this side of the building, which I've been wanting an exit on that side for a while now. So it's going well. That's kind of fun. I also brought some lawn blocks, because I'm thinking it's not the animals that are the problem in the snow, it's that the water sources freeze in these cold biomes. So I should move my farm indoors, although as I saw earlier, the previous sort of episode-y thing, technically, right over here, I am no longer in a snowy biome. I am in a nice, temperate, whatever this is, just standard rainforest. So, I have the option of farming out here, animals in there, or farming in there, animals out here, but that room has just been bugging me for the longest time because it's just a reminder, you know, again, clever design, but not something terribly useful anymore. Oh, and nothing ever spawned in my little artificial slime cloud. Doesn't seem to do anything. Just makes the little blippy things and then you put them back, but something about the slime clouds themselves, I don't know if there's some specific code that identifies a real slime cloud. I mean, this, up in the slime clouds, this water isn't watercolored. It's weird grayish color. I wonder if that's because that's just the weird blocks underneath. I don't know. But I'm tempted to go with my capsule station to capture an entire slime cloud and bring it down. Then if it continues to produce slimes, we'll know that it's something about the blocks as opposed to some chunk of the program saying that these coordinates are slime generators. So, alright, well, let me see. I'm thinking this is really just the right size for a whole bunch of farming. The other thing with the farming, though, is really the only reason I go out to villages is to raid their crops, to work their crops. They're my crops. I'm the overlord. So probably animals in here and keep all the crops out at the villages. Otherwise, kind of suck if there's no reason to ever go to a village again. Why did I spend all that time rescuing them? Protecting them. Alright, on to the next mad scheme. Something really interesting. I came up to the top of the cathedral here. Simply, you know, I just did a ladder up the wall. Simply to put a meteor shield, because this place is susceptible. I'm pretty sure I've turned off the meteor mods, but holy cow. But I just don't really trust anything in this crazy, crazy world, so came up here. Meteor shield. Let's drop it. Meteor shield charging. But there were chests up here. Look at this stuff. Dark staff. Anything in the backpack? No, but there soon will be. So that's kind of cool. This one right here, I believe, had a pretty good stuff. Look at the Emperor's Chalice. Wow. Blocks of gold, emeralds. Crazy, man. I didn't even notice it when we were up here all fighting our way through the building. cloud boots, more music discs, woohoo. I'll take these just to let myself know that I've got them. And I'm just going around the world adding meteor shields, and they do kind of need to be on the roof. Now I'm curious why there's stairs going up here. Yike. Zoinks. Oh, that freaking golem's still at the bottom of that thing. Alright. No, no, no. So, alright, just thought that was kind of cool. Top of the cathedral had a whole bunch of goodies and loot we hadn't caught yet. Cool.